A massive disk, 60 meters in diameter, resting on the ocean floor. It displays astonishing geometric precision to a degree that makes it impossible for it to be a work of nature. Electronic devices mysteriously malfunction when approaching it. There is a formation on the seabed extending toward this mysterious structure, resembling a staircase hundreds of meters long, with no explanation. I have always wondered, as many others have, about the origin of civilizations, and always the eyes have turned toward the Near and Middle East and to the far west in the New World as a simple answer to the question, for logically, nothing rivals the grandeur of those colossal monuments constructed above the surface of the earth and extending beneath it as well into depths we have not yet known. And it seems as though vast regions of this planet, such as the European continent and large parts of Asia, had once been in complete isolation, far removed from the march of great civilizations. But what if a new discovery were to emerge? A discovery which, if officially announced, might completely alter the archaeological map and the chronological line of human history. Tensions are escalating these days across Europe and Asia in a worrisome manner. And amid the mounting events in the Baltic Sea region, and in the midst of cautious military maneuvers, something strange suddenly appeared on the monitoring screens. But it had nothing to do with the burning events on the surface. Rather, it was beneath it. At a depth of 92 meters beneath the Baltic Sea, something strange lies hidden. So strange that even the most advanced artificial intelligence systems of our time cannot classify it correctly. For 13 years, this discovery has puzzled scientists. But with recent artificial intelligence analyses, surface patterns and metallic compounds were detected, indicating that it is impossible for this to be a natural formation, but rather something entirely different. What we are about to uncover will make you rethink everything that lies hidden in the depths of our planet's oceans, depths yet to be explored. June 2011. The Swedish treasure hunting team Ocean X was scanning the dark depths of the Baltic Sea, hoping to find something of value. They were operating their sonar equipment when something astonishing suddenly appeared on the screens. What the team found was neither gold nor ancient artifacts. But the sonar revealed something that would ignite debate for more than a decade. The object appeared as a circular shape, about 60 meters in diameter, twice the size of a football field, with sharply defined, symmetrical edges. It had a smooth, dome-like summit and peculiar angles that resembled no known ice or sediment formation. It rested at a depth of about 92 meters beneath the surface. But the strangest part was what the sonar images showed, what seemed to be a runway or track leading directly to the object, stretching for hundreds of meters across the seabed. Who could have constructed such complex geometric shapes on the ocean floor? And what purpose could there be in creating what looks like a landing strip beneath the sea as well? The team immediately realized they had found something extraordinary. The geometric precision, the strange shape, and the mysterious runway before it. All of these elements were completely inconsistent with any known patterns of natural rock formations or recognizable shipwrecks. When news of this discovery spread, the scientific community divided into two camps, and as archaeologists always do, some hastened to conclude that these shapes were nothing more than natural formations, entirely unrelated to any human activity. While others could not ignore the strange characteristics of these formations, they naturally ruled out the possibility that they were merely works of nature. Speaking of its strange appearance, in sonar images, the object appears to greatly resemble the design of a spacecraft seen from above, the kind we see in cinematic productions. This circular disk with visible geometric patterns certainly appears entirely different from anything nature typically produces, leaning instead toward being an extremely complex, engineered design. So much so that many experts speculated it might be man-made, perhaps something that once existed above the water's surface before ending up deep beneath the Baltic Sea. But this very hypothesis opens the door to several highly complex questions. If this object once existed on the surface, then what kind and scale of catastrophe could have driven it to the seafloor at such an enormous depth? In an extremely important observation, the composition of the object also confounds researchers. This structure appears raised from its surrounding seabed, making it stand out very clearly in sonar images. It must be noted that natural rock formations typically merge gradually with their surroundings over time. If a volcanic eruption caused part of the oceanic crust to rise, this protrusion, as a result of water currents and time, would eventually blend with the surrounding seafloor surface through the years. But this anomaly seems entirely different and separate from its natural surroundings, as if it had descended from somewhere else, or was constructed using materials of a completely different nature, unaffected by erosion or corrosion. And here, the story takes a stunning turn. The new expedition, funded by a research grant, employs advanced tools, such as multi-beam sonar and 3D modeling techniques to map the object precisely without disturbing it. Now, artificial intelligence is being used to analyze the Baltic Sea Anomaly in an unprecedented way. The advancement and accessibility of AI technology have allowed researchers to process sonar data using methods that were impossible when the object was first discovered in 2011. Because machine learning algorithms can detect patterns invisible to the human eye, analyze geometric relationships with mathematical precision, and, most importantly, compare this structure to millions of known natural geological formations, determining to what extent it could be natural or artificial. But what is astonishing is that AI systems specifically designed to distinguish between natural and artificial structures are themselves facing difficulties in classifying this mystery. For although these systems can easily differentiate between rocks, shipwrecks, or man-made structures in other marine sites, the Baltic anomaly possesses characteristics that clearly do not belong to any of these categories. AI analysis has also revealed another point of great interest to researchers. The surface of the object seems to contain features suggestive of construction and design, rather than being a product of natural formation. Straight lines, right angles, and geometric patterns that could hardly arise from natural geological processes. Example: natural erosion can produce grooves of certain shapes and directions. But it cannot create a groove shaped like this, then turn at a 90-degree angle in this precise manner, and repeat these angles across various sections in such an organized pattern. Therefore, AI technologies have failed to attribute these formations to any of the common natural phenomena found on the surface of the Earth or under the sea. Just when it seemed that this mystery might finally be solvable, recent developments have added yet more layers of enigma. In July 2025, Dennis Asberg, founder of the Ocean X team, announced a new discovery that could be revolutionary. And although the details remain undisclosed for now, his social media posts hint at findings that could spark a revolution in our understanding of the phenomenon. The timing is particularly intriguing, as other teams are now pursuing a strict scientific approach that ensures the integrity of the data and the public release of results after their analysis. This means that we may finally obtain tangible answers about the nature of what lies hidden beneath the waves of the Baltic Sea. At the same time, advanced scanning technologies continue to reveal new details about this structure. The latest 3D modeling techniques have enabled the creation of extremely precise maps, showing features that were not visible in the sonar images of 2011. What is especially remarkable is that these new scanning methods are non-invasive. Instead of violating the site through drilling or sample collection, researchers are now able to create highly detailed virtual models that preserve the anomaly's location exactly as it is on the seabed. The latest expeditions have used autonomous underwater robots, equipped with the most advanced multi-beam sonar systems available. These robots can spend long hours at the sites, collecting data with a precision far greater than what divers could ever achieve. And the results were truly astonishing. The new surveys revealed details on the surface of the anomaly that were not visible at all in earlier studies. What once appeared as smooth surfaces in the initial sonar images turned out to be covered with intricate patterns and precise geometric designs. And perhaps even more importantly, the recent expeditions have collected samples from the seabed surrounding the anomaly, which are now being analyzed using the most advanced laboratory technologies available. Although the final results are still under processing, preliminary analyses indicate the presence of unusual metallic compounds in the sediments near the structure. So what could the Baltic Sea mystery truly be? The theories range from scientific and plausible to utterly extraordinary. The natural formation theory. Many traditional scientists believe that this anomaly is nothing more than an unusual geological formation, shaped by ancient glacial activity. Since the Baltic Sea was carved by massive ice sheets, it is possible that unique conditions led to the creation of this geometric shape. However, critics point out that the precise angles and construction-like features do not correspond to any known glacial formations. The ancient civilization theory. Some researchers suggest that the anomaly could be evidence of a lost civilization that existed at a time when sea levels were much lower. If an advanced civilization had built this structure on dry land thousands of years ago, then the rising waters of the sea could have submerged it later. The presence of what resembles a staircase or a ramp seems to support this theory. So what if it was actually an ancient landing platform of some kind? The crashed craft theory. Because of its resemblance to disc-shaped vessels, and the existence of what appears to be a trail of impact or slide path leading to it, some theorists believe that the anomaly could be a crashed craft of unknown origin. As for the electronic interference reported by divers, it could be residual energy from advanced technology that we do not yet understand. The underwater base theory. Perhaps the most fascinating possibility of all is that this mysterious phenomenon is nothing less than an underwater installation of some kind. Whether it was made by humans, by lost civilizations, or by something else entirely, the elevated position of the structure and its geometric features may suggest that it was designed to operate beneath the surface of the waves. Why is this discovery important? Whether the Baltic Sea anomaly proves to be natural or artificial, human or non-human, its discovery sheds light on two deeply significant truths. First, that we still know almost nothing about what lies within the depths of our oceans. Second, that we likewise know little about our true history. When it comes to the oceans, we have explored less than 5% of Earth's waters. And while we have sent astronauts to the moon and possess detailed maps of the planet's surface, we have sent only 2 manned expeditions to the deepest point in the ocean. The first took place in 1960, and the second in 2012, when filmmaker James Cameron made his solo descent into the Mariana Trench. This means that there could be thousands of similar phenomena waiting to be discovered in the depths of our seas. The Baltic Sea Anomaly may not be unique. It could be one among many mysterious structures that challenge our understanding of Earth's history. Integration of artificial intelligence into the field of underwater exploration opens possibilities that were once unimaginable. Machine learning systems can process vast amounts of sonar data, identify patterns across multiple locations, and link discoveries that human researchers might overlook. As we continue to develop more advanced scanning technologies and AI-based analytical tools, no one knows what other secrets we may uncover in the depths of our oceans. The story of the Baltic Sea Anomaly is far from over. At this very moment, as you watch this video, teams of researchers are working with the latest technologies to uncover its secrets. The combination of multi-beam sonar, 3D modeling, and AI analysis is producing an unprecedented level of detail about this structure. Every scan reveals new features, every AI analysis uncovers new patterns, and every expedition brings us one step closer to understanding what truly lies beneath the waves of the Baltic Sea. What makes this especially exciting is the commitment to scientific transparency. Unlike many mysterious discoveries that end up buried in academic journals, the teams investigating the Baltic Sea Anomaly have pledged to make their findings public. This means that when the mystery is finally solved, we will all know the truth. One of the most mysterious aspects of the Baltic Sea Anomaly is the strange effects it seems to have on electronic equipment. Several diving expeditions have reported the same disturbing phenomenon. As divers approach the mysterious object, their electronic devices begin to malfunction in ways that defy explanation. Satellite-connected phones lose signal completely. Underwater cameras suddenly stop working with no apparent reason. Even traditional diving equipment begins to behave erratically. These reports have been repeated across multiple expeditions using equipment from different manufacturers. What makes it even stranger is that the interference appears to be confined to a specific range. Divers report that their gear functions perfectly until they reach a certain distance from the object, and that's when the failures begin. And the moment one moves away from it, the devices return to functioning normally. Scientists have faced great difficulty in explaining this phenomenon, for natural rock formations do not usually emit electromagnetic fields strong enough to disrupt modern electronic devices. Some researchers believe that the object may contain rare metallic compounds or unique terrestrial elements that could cause these effects. But what is truly astonishing is that similar electronic interference phenomena have been reported in other mysterious underwater sites around the world. Could there be a connection between these locations? Are we facing a pattern of unknown structures spread across the seabeds of our planet's oceans? The Baltic Sea phenomenon does not stand alone. Across various parts of the world, oceanographers and marine archaeologists have discovered other underwater structures that share similar features. Could these discoveries be interconnected in a way we have not yet understood? In many previous studies, we have spoken about a large number of sunken cities at the bottom of the ocean. Off the coasts of Japan, researchers discovered the Yonaguni Monument, a massive underwater structure characterized by geometric features that some scientists believe are evidence of ancient civilizations. And like the Baltic Sea Anomaly, this monument lies on the ocean floor at precise angles and with clear constructional features that defy traditional explanations. Likewise, off the coasts of Cuba, vast amounts of complex stone constructions have been uncovered, what has become known in the media as the Bimini Road. These discoveries extend across different continents and diverse bodies of water, yet they share characteristics that are difficult to explain through natural processes alone. What is particularly fascinating is that artificial intelligence analysis can now compare these structures in ways that human researchers could never achieve before. And in fact, the implications of this are truly astonishing. If these structures are indeed connected, then whatever created the Baltic Sea phenomenon was not an isolated or singular event. We may be facing evidence of a global phenomenon that occurred in the distant past of our planet. Modern AI-based ocean floor mapping now points to the emergence of more potential anomalies. And as technology advances and our ability to scan larger areas of the ocean improves, the number of mysterious structures being discovered continues to increase at a rapid and astonishing rate. One of the theories increasingly circulating among researchers is that the Baltic Sea phenomenon could be evidence of an ancient, advanced civilization that existed long before the beginning of recorded history. And perhaps this idea is not as far-fetched as some might think when we consider what we know about changes in sea levels over the past 20,000 years. During the last ice age, sea levels were about 120 meters lower than they are today. This means that vast areas of land now submerged beneath the oceans were once dry and habitable and may have hosted flourishing civilizations on their surface. As the ice sheets melted, the water rose and flooded these regions, possibly carrying away with them evidence of advanced societies from ages long past. The Baltic Sea region, in particular, has a complex geological history. It has undergone dramatic fluctuations in sea levels, and parts of what is now the seabed were once exposed land in earlier times. If an advanced civilization had built structures in this area thousands of years ago, the rising sea levels could have completely submerged them. Artificial intelligence analysis of the structural characteristics of the anomaly supports this theory in astonishing ways. The engineering precision, the clear construction techniques, and the careful spatial organization all suggest intentional design rather than a purely natural formation. Archaeological evidence from various parts of the world shows that the timeline of human technological development is older and richer than we previously believed. Advanced structures and sophisticated engineering techniques have been discovered dating back to much earlier eras than expected. Could it be that the Baltic Sea phenomenon is the clearest example so far of the capabilities of our ancestors? And that it serves as a reminder that our planet still holds secrets capable of challenging everything we think we know? In an age where we can map the surface of Mars with stunning precision, it is astonishing to realize that the depths of our own oceans remain almost entirely unknown to us. This phenomenon forces us to confront the possibility that there are aspects of Earth's history we have not even begun to understand. And whether it turns out to be a natural geological formation with extraordinary features, evidence of a lost civilization, or something far more complex, the Baltic Sea phenomenon has already changed the way we view ocean exploration and the mysteries that lie beneath the waves. Share your opinion with us. What do you think about the future of this discovery? Will artificial intelligence succeed in uncovering the true nature of the Baltic Sea phenomenon? And will scientists and explorers be able to reveal its secrets freely, no matter how complex this discovery proves to be? Thank you for joining us on this journey. Stay with us to uncover more of history's secrets in upcoming episodes. Until next time.